August 1945. A single decision would change human history forever. In just moments, entire cities vanished beneath a blinding flash of light. Tens of thousands died instantly. Many more would suffer for years from burns, disease, and radiation. To some, it was a necessary act that ended World War II and saved countless lives. To others, it was one of the greatest tragedies ever inflicted upon civilians. How did the United States decide to use the atomic bomb? What happened on the days Hiroshima and Nagasaki were destroyed? And could history have taken a different path? This is the story of the first and only use of nuclear weapons in war.
Continue fighting! Ganja!
By the summer of 1945, World War II in Europe had ended. Germany had surrendered in May. Adolf Hitler was dead. But in the Pacific, the war continued. Japan had lost many of its territories. Its navy had been crippled. American bombers were destroying Japanese cities through conventional air raids. Despite this, Japan's military leadership refused to surrender unconditionally. The battles of Iwo Jima and Okinawa had shocked American commanders. Japanese soldiers often fought to the death. Many civilians were encouraged to resist invasion rather than surrender. The Battle of Okinawa alone resulted in more than 12,000 American deaths and over 100,000 Japanese military casualties, along with massive civilian losses. American leaders feared that an invasion of mainland Japan would become one of the bloodiest operations in history.
Levels are holding steady. Increase the containment field.
Years earlier, scientists had discovered that splitting uranium atoms released enormous amounts of energy. There was fear that Nazi Germany might develop such a weapon first. In 1942, the United States launched the Manhattan Project. It was one of the most secret and expensive scientific efforts ever undertaken. More than 130,000 people worked on the project. Many had no idea what they were building. Scientists from around the world gathered in secret laboratories. Among them was physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, later known as the father of the atomic bomb. After Germany surrendered, the bomb project continued. Now, attention shifted toward Japan. On July 16, 1945, in the New Mexico desert, the world's first atomic bomb test succeeded. Witnessing the explosion, Oppenheimer later recalled a line from the Bhagavad Gita: "Now I am become Death, the destroyer of worlds." The atomic age had begun.
Hold the line at all costs.
President Franklin Roosevelt had died earlier that year. Vice President Harry Truman unexpectedly became President of the United States. He inherited the war and the atomic bomb project. Military advisors presented difficult choices. One option was invading Japan. Another was continuing conventional bombing and blockade. A third possibility involved demonstrating the bomb without targeting civilians. Finally, there was using the bomb directly against Japanese cities to force surrender. Supporters argued that ending the war quickly would save lives overall. Critics questioned whether Japan was already close to surrender. The debate remains unresolved even today. Eventually, Truman approved the use of the atomic bomb. The selected targets included Hiroshima, Kokura, Niigata, and Nagasaki. Kyoto was removed from the list due to its cultural importance. August 6, 1945. At around 2:45 in the morning, a B-29 bomber called Enola Gay took off from Tinian Island. Its mission carried a uranium bomb nicknamed Little Boy. At 8:15 a.m., the bomb was released over Hiroshima. 43 seconds later, it exploded approximately 600 meters above the city. A blinding flash lit the sky. A fireball hotter than the surface of the sun expanded rapidly. Shockwaves ripped through buildings. Thousands of people vanished instantly. Others suffered horrific burns. Fires spread across the city. Approximately 70,000 to 80,000 people died immediately. By the end of the year, total deaths had risen to around 140,000. Hospitals were destroyed. Doctors and nurses were among the victims. Survivors wandered through streets filled with flames, searching desperately for family members. Many had no idea what had happened. No one had ever witnessed a weapon like this before. Japan still did not surrender immediately. 3 days later, on August 9th, another bomber named Boxcar departed carrying a plutonium bomb called Fat Man. The original target was Kokura. However, poor visibility forced the crew to change course. The secondary target became Nagasaki. At 11:02 a.m., the bomb exploded above the city. The surrounding hills reduced some of the blast effects. Even so, devastation followed. Approximately 40,000 people died instantly. By the end of 1945, around 70,000 people had died as a result of the bombing. Entire neighborhoods disappeared. Families were destroyed. Children became orphans overnight. The suffering did not end with the explosions. Many survivors experienced radiation sickness. Symptoms included vomiting, hair loss, fever, bleeding, and severe weakness. People who appeared uninjured sometimes died days or weeks later. Others developed cancers years afterward. The survivors became known as hibakusha, meaning bomb-affected people. Many faced discrimination because others feared radiation exposure. For decades, they shared their stories to warn future generations about nuclear war. Their testimonies remain some of the most powerful reminders of the human consequences of these weapons.
The proceedings will begin. Let us...
On August 15, 1945, Emperor Hirohito addressed the Japanese people by radio. Many citizens heard their emperor's voice for the first time. Japan announced its surrender. World War II had finally ended. Official surrender documents were signed aboard the USS Missouri on September 2, 1945. Celebrations erupted around the world. Millions believed the nightmare of war had finally ended.